I have a question. Are we allowed to like cut? But
Yeah, bro.
Well, I'll do it when I'm saying. You could cut. Time out.
What's up, guys? My name is MYRAPPERSRAP, and we're here with Save the Kids today. I am joined by all of my friends, fellow friends, and they are known as NeWave. And we're all going to talk about ourselves today and say what we do, because we're all just great people. Most of us are.
Yeah, I know the vibes, bro. Sir Cozy, co-founder of NeWave. I curate shit. This is a random ass idea. First of all, it was supposed to be a fucking fashion collective, and this shit turned into 4, 5, 6, 7 events a year, galleries, and the whole fucking nine.
Hey, it's your boy Creative Mikey here, man. You know, how co-founder? Like, so what am I? Who's a founder then?
We all
then that makes us
together. We all founded it together.
All right, so we founded. All right, so me and Cozy founded this collective together. You know, back in like college and stuff.
Shout out to you too.
Me and my son Cozy created this collective like a year ago. About a year ago. You know, we was in school, just bored. You know, we was just trying to do some shit with our lives. And yeah, I guess. Well, the parties and stuff it's for marketing purposes. Specifically, it's not really just to throw events because we like parties. It's really to get our name out there and to show people what we're about, what we do. We started recruiting more people eventually and stuff like that. Well, I was in school, but Cozy was outside. He wasn't going to school at the time, so I was setting the strategy. Like, yo, you go ahead and like do your thing. You go get people. You go, you know what I mean? Show our name and show what we're about. And I was like just hustling and shit like that. But I guess I can say I'm a creative director and like photographer and like I don't know, any visual artist, stuff like that. I'm not an event curator. I just like to organize it because, you know, people in our collective don't know how to do shit properly. So I help with that, and we all help with that too. But yeah, facts.
I'm going to pass it to him, but I forgot to say I'll talk about myself at the end. So I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. There you go.
What's good, Save the Kids? It's Joey Wednesdays. Bro, this dude be hating on me so much, yo. Like, it's ridiculous.
We're going to pass it to a better person. Now, go ahead. I want you to say what you have to say.
I honestly just forgot to give a shout out to Save the Kids and shout out to my boy Sammy, man. You know what I mean? For showing love to us, being the first person to actually give an interview and take his time out to give an interview to the collective. I appreciate that a lot. You know, and like there will be more to come. So thank you, bro. And you can pass this back to Joey.
I promise we really try to figure out a better way to sit, but we're doing our best here.
We trying, yeah. So yeah, it's Joey Wednesdays. I think I'm a creative because I can really do whatever, but I think it's true. Like, I'm not being cocky. I can take photos. Like, if I do it, you know, it comes out nice. Okay. I do design clothes. That's a thing too, you know, but that's in the works. I'm OCD, so I won't push my work out unless it's valid. Like, I can't push out nothing trash. I don't know how you guys found me. I don't know, like, you know.
What do you even say?
I'm telling them. I'm telling Save the Kids how they found me.
You should know how you were found.
We went. Look, the party thing wasn't supposed to be parties, right? It was just crazy. Like, it was so lit, right? And I went in my hoodie that I designed, you know, and then they were like, "Oh, I like the way you do that, and I like the way you take pictures. So you know what? You should join NeWave." And I was like, you know what? I think I should too, because it's just so great what we're about to do. Look, he's trying so hard not to say anything. Look at him. I love this. I love to see it. Look, your face, man, red. Nah, hold up. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say, so I gotta think of something. All right, who else? Who on the next?
Give it to Vert.
Go, Vert.
Okay. Please, do better.
Bro, mine was bad.
Yo, it's your boy Vert, aka Vert Blanco.
Yes, sir.
I'm an artist in NeWave, one of the newer members. I do a lot of shit.
Vert Blanco in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
What you talking about?
Yo, stream that fucking war, nigga.
Yo, shout out to Save the Kids for having us today, man. It's a blessing. I really look forward to more stuff like this in the future, but how things came around, pretty much how NeWave found me or how I found them. A couple of boys unrelated to NeWave told me about this party called Wave Rave. So initially I wanted to perform, but there wasn't no slots left, so I just showed my face anyway. Had a good time. And Cozy over here told me next party that they throwing, they got a spot. So I showed up, did my thing, and they showed love, and next thing you know, I'm in the group.
Oh, well, I got a funny ass story about that. You just want to pass the mic about that shit. All right, so boom. So crazy where this interview is taking place is dead ass. Like you go up the block, take a right turn. We're back at shitty ass VC house. Fuck them. So I knew, obviously me and him knew that he was in NeWave at least about 2 weeks prior, but nobody knew till literally right before we was about to run in and make our entrance. So I was like, when everybody was ganged up, he was just sitting there chilling. Oh, I turned around right before we ran in. Oh, by the way, Vert's a member of NeWave. Yeah! And then we ran the fuck in. Facts. After an awkward ass car ride.
That car ride was crazy.
Now, is it Danny or Sebastian? Either one. You're close. Okay, cool.
Okay. So my name's Danny. I'm one of the new members of NeWave. Shout out Save the Kids for the interview. I guess I'll start from the beginning since it's story time. It all started like mid-July, beginning of August. I didn't know any of these people yet, and I didn't even have like a camera or nothing, so I just bought a camera off eBay. And there was a pop-up that 12E was doing for his brand LYBB, so I was like, you know what, I'll pull up, meet some new people. Met Cozy, I met AJ. I didn't even know these two knew each other. The pop-up was 2 days, so I went both days. The second day, I guess like I really got to know them a little more. And then I took pictures there. I sent them the pictures. Like I met more people through that, and like then they had an event, Rage Against the Grays, later in August. It kind of like that one summer, it kind of changed my life in a matter of like 3 to 4 months. So I'm grateful to know these guys.
You like that, bro?
Yeah.
We love to see you.
I'm Seb Amez. I'm one of the videographers of NeWave. The way me and I joined the creative collective. There you go. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous.
I'm holding
Yeah, it's fine. Well, they first were trying to recruit me, but I was on my lonely stuff, and I wanted to work individually. But then I just saw them at work, and I was like, yeah, I need to join them. I need to be a part of them. Oh, the way we met at VCS. Oh, yeah. We went at some random party, random AUG event, and everyone there was trying to act cool. But these two guys were having a blast, having a great time. So I had just went up to them and asked them where they were from, and from there, it was just history.
Hi, my name is Elena. I'm the first female member. Hi. I'm a graphic designer, and one night I got a DM from Snap, which is also
He doesn't go by Snap.
Chad. Yeah. And he was like, what do you think of NeWave? And I'm like, why are you asking? But I didn't ask him that. I just told him, like, I think that they're doing very successful right now. And, like, I went to a few of their events even before I knew who they were, and I just loved it. Like, out of all the events that I went to this year, it was just the most lit, enjoyable time. So, yeah, I remember I went to Heat Wave, the first one, and I was planning my outfit for like a month because my friends were performing there, and they said, like, this is going to be the party of the summer. And I was like, you're lying, but let me see. And it deadass was.
So I've been working with NeWave for a little bit. I remember that I was invited to Wave Rave, both by Cozy and by our other friend Zoo, who told me to come through. The ghost. Yeah, she never comes to anything. It's her birthday today too, so shout out to her. You feel me? So I was supposed to go to Wave Rave. I remember it was cold as shit. The weather wasn't ideal, And I was just like, this is dumb. I'm gonna go for like 2 seconds. And I'm gonna leave because it's cold, bro. I wasn't fucking with this weather. And you know, so I went. I was like, this is cool. It looked like a nice starting point for whatever they wanted to do. I wanted to get more into the getting out there, doing shows, putting together events and stuff like that, and just bringing people together. So me and Cozy had talked about kind of taking this joint venture and kind of testing the water, seeing how adding me to an event would do if anything or whatever. So I got added to Heatwave to kind of control the chaos and, you know, hopefully bring out some more people and stuff. And we had a whole bunch of memorable moments that night. Like, I got to bring out Gabby. Shout out Gabby. That was her first time touching a stage in New York. And we could always, like, we have that to our name. And we have something like that at each event. And that's why I keep consistently coming back to working with them. On top of the fact that they're all my friends, regardless of doing any of this. It's just like, it's hard to find people who want to do the same business as you. And then also on top of that, do it well and want to keep doing it and aren't trying to, like, it would be really easy for us to be like, all right, we sold out like 4 shows. Let's try and book something we have no business trying to book. Like, going well beyond what we think we could physically do. Because some of these events are hard. This is not simple. We go crazy sometimes trying to put this together. So, like I was saying, throwing shows isn't easy, all right? It's not cheap. You try to find ways to make it cheap, but also make it good. And working with people that are willing to go through that process with you and figure all that out and just kind of sit through that long, like, however long you got to figure this all out. If you're working with the wrong people, it's going to get super hectic. And that was also something that I was trying to work with the group so I work with, like, ASAP 12E, Last Year Being Broke, and various other people like that. I've seen a lot of events, put together events and stuff like that. This is just my first time putting myself forward and putting my face forward and whatnot. So I knew I could show them how things are supposed to run in comparison to, like, if you see other groups and stuff doing what they do, nobody may know exactly what a good show is supposed to look like. So I knew if I could show them, in theory, I was only going to do this once. I was only going to work with them one time, and I was going to show them what a good show should look like. So if I want to work with them in the future, I know I'm not coming back to a shit show. But it was so fun, and it was such a good time that we decided we wanted to do it next month, and then the next month, and so on and so forth. So we kind of just kept it going, but originally it was going to just be one and done. And, you know, we just kept wanting to keep going and stuff like that. And I think that's what showed me that it was just super natural. And you don't find that a lot of times. So we just kept doing what we do. Cozy's going to explain the first event and all the things that went right and or wrong with that. And talk about how far we've come since then.
Oh, man. All right, children. This is the story of Wave Rave 19. Lord, Jesus Christ. He rolled his ankle that night, but we're getting a little far into the future. Man.
Don't make it too long.
No, I'm not gonna make it long. I'm just trying to think of where to start from the cliff notes, Jesus. Okay, so
Where did your stress
basically my stress came from I was really doing this shit by myself. This is before me, Mikey, and Yeez really was like, yeah, okay, we're gonna take this NeWave shit seriously. This was I basically funded the whole event, found the talent, got the DJ. I was basically security for the night, doorman, running door check. I didn't even get to fucking enjoy my 21st birthday, really. I really didn't. Because I was too busy trying to fucking make sure that 17 Frost Street didn't go up in flames. Yo, but besides all of the fuckery and that shit, it was the best of times. I felt like I was on top of the world. That shit was ridiculous. Like, seeing just mosh pits open up and just all of that. And it's like, to think about this, it was my first event. I was not known in the city. Nobody really knew me. I was really stepping out into that side of the crowd and the view of the field, like in December. New Year's, to be honest. Shout out to XVR, because he know what I'm talking about. But, yo, just seeing that event and how everybody, all the dominoes fell, just everything was a domino effect. All the dominoes fell into place. From there, AJ walked through, pulled up, and was like, yeah, let's do this shit. And One and Done turned into 3 successful events about to go on the 4th. Three successful events about to go on the 4th. Me, Mikey, and Yeez, who's not here, we looked at each other in the middle of the night and was like, that was that day, January 23rd, 2019, that was the day we took NeWave seriously. And that was when we really started recruiting members and just going here and there and going like fashion shows and trying to find people, just trying to find vibes and just doing our thing. And just, it's funny how January 23rd, 2019 evolved into this shit. Literally sitting here having my first interview. Shout out to Save the Kids.
In under a year.
Under a year, bro. So it's wild to really think about that shit and just to think it's about to go full circle all over again. Yes.
So this is kind of like, we're going to be doing messages and whatnot to like people who want to do these things and stuff a little bit later. But to chime in on what he said, a message to people who want to do this and stuff like that, when things go wrong and things don't seem like they're going how you were expecting or anything like that, and you could be really antsy or like, and you could be feeling so many emotions at one time, you need to just do everything you have to do and make sure it's getting done. And honestly, no one will probably even know. No one will have a single idea about what's going wrong. We've seen so many things go wrong and nobody would have an idea, and then everyone leaves and is like, I had the greatest time of my life, or anything like that. And you're just like, yeah. We've seen a lot of different things, because the thing about, we're not throwing, none of the parties have been really for like 60 people. They've been for hundreds of people. And when you bring in hundreds of kids from anywhere from 16 to 26 or however old somebody may be in there, that's a lot of different personalities. That's a lot of different backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. So you're bringing all these people you don't know. Some of them you probably don't even know. So you don't even know what to expect when they come through that door. You hope for the best. And when things start happening, like you remember at Heat Wave that those 2 girls in the corner started fighting? Because he pointed it out to me. I was on stage, I was doing my thing. I think we was playing like Travis Scott or something like that. It was a great time. I had no idea. I was looking straight forward, all that type of shit. And it just so happened one of the times that we had the lights not like dark red or something like that. It was clear as day. And he's just like, yo, I think those 2 girls are fighting. I was like, nah, for what? And then I turned my head, and these 2 girls they're going at it. And we were just like, yo, where Dylan at? That's Dylan, all right? He has security. That's him, all right? And we were just like, yo, where's Dylan? This can't go on. And I remember it was you and it was my dog Kyrie, who did merch for Ray Joeen and stuff like that. He was just on stage. He thought this other guy that was like in the midst of all that was going to punch on this girl. And he was just like, nah, bro, like we need to stop everything that's going on in this corner right now. But the rest of the party had no idea. No clue. Everyone was having an amazing time while this 2 girls are just getting it on.
It's like that one little piece of macaroni or Thanksgiving that you cut out. You just see the whole. Else is just fucking chilling.
Yeah, bro. Like people were having the greatest time while these girls were like trying to kill each other, and they got taken out. No one knew. And we just kept going. We didn't act like it happened. And then like when they were at it, we were like, did we just see that? What the fuck? Did that just happen? We were just like, do we do something? Yeah, like he took him out, got him out of there.
like 10 minutes, and then they just came back. They were on totally different
Yeah.
sides. Party and Jordan or something.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was on the stage the whole night of Heatwave, and I didn't know that happened until just now.
See, some people have no idea that even happened. It gets easier as we've done more and stuff like that. But I remember right after Heatwave, after Heatwave, I got sick. And I didn't really want to do anything. I had a fever and whatnot. I was still trying to figure out ways to do stuff. And he FaceTimes me and says, Zillion wants to do a show. And I'm just like, all right, that's beautiful. Like, in what, 3 months? He's like, no, he wants to do a show next month.
August.
I'm just like...
Right before school.
I'm like, okay, all right. So we could do that. And that event, we plan it. A whole bunch of things go wrong before the event. Things go wrong during the event.
That's what I was gonna
But people have a good time.
Adding on to what people don't know, like nobody knows behind the scenes. You see, Rage Against the Great was special. That was super special. Yeah, like it was a great time, but nobody understands like the stress before, during, and after. Like, what was it? Just setting up already.
Don't
Like,
even talk about that.
Oh, I won't talk about that.
No.
I'll talk about that.
What I want to add is before the event even happened, this man bugging out because we had only sold like 20 tickets. We had only sold like 20 tickets. And fucking nah. We had only sold like 20 tickets like 2 days before. And we were just like, no, we don't know what to do. Talking about what our options are and stuff like that. Me and Mikey had a whole car ride home, just being like, we're just gonna let it happen. Like, if only 20 people come, only 20 people come. Like, we don't really care. Yeah, he wanted to cancel the show, and not even with the front door tickets, because we ended up selling 250 tickets in 2 days. Everyone bought their online tickets in 2 days, and then we had an additional 70 people come at the door. But then on top of that, we moved all these tickets and then lost our venue the day before. Yeah. So it would have been,
This is exactly why we say fuck VC House.
Yeah. So on top of that, if we would have lost our venue and only had 20 people coming, easy refund. Could have gave up, would have went home. But we went through all of this. We got 250 people coming. We felt like we were flying high to wake up and VC House be like, we're not coming. Like, you can't come to the venue. And we were just like, well, we got over 200 people coming. We better figure it out.
And remember, we were fighting. Remember, it was like I was like, nah, let's do it next week. And you guys
yeah. No, because we had already pushed it back. We had already pushed the show back.
At 9 a.m. was you, me, and him
on the phone.
Remember?
Yeah.
We were on group FaceTime.
Group FaceTime. What do we do?
What are we gonna do?
And then I told them I'm going to Brooklyn to look at this event. To look at this venue. Looked at another venue. Then the Manhattan venue. Yeah, they found 23rd Street, but the guy didn't even write them back. He wrote me back for whatever reason. So we're having all of these like miscommunications. So I'm taking Ubers and Ubers and Ubers. And then I finally get to this place and he's like, yeah, let's do it. And I could finally exhale. Until the day of the show.
Yeah,
that turns into a whole nother subsection of that. So if you want, you could talk about Steve.
Yo, first of all, nah. Shout out to Steve. Shout out Contra Studios for housing us that night. We would love to come back. But yo, oh my God. Steve was so worried about what was happening that night. He would come up back and just watch. He's taking people to the side, showing people his girlfriend, I'm not even gonna say her occupation, but let's just say she's a part of the law enforcement. But yo, man, he was showing pictures of his kids to us, like, I can't lose this spot. I done put like 1.1 million into this.
And then on top of that, he was bugging out when there was only like 50 people in the venue.
He was already scared.
Not to mention 200 people were coming later. He didn't even... On top of that, so we were just like, he's only going to get more worried. So we were just like, what do we do? So at every moment, if we saw him... I was gonna do, because at every show, me and my DJ XVR, shout out XVR, I love him, that's like my little bro. We do Floor 555 by XXX. And we were gonna do that song. You know, I get in the middle, I sit down, everyone has their great time, and all of that, and I'm ready to go. And then these guys are just like, no, don't do it. And I'm just like, why? What happened?
Look at Steve by the elevator.
Yeah, Steve's by the elevator. And all I do is I flip my head up and I look up and I see him and I'm just like, all right, let's put on Silk Shirt. I was like, let's put on Silk Shirt now then and have him calm people down. Shout out Silk Shirt, because if he wasn't the next DJ and made everybody dance and whatnot, Steve wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have went back downstairs and felt like he could calm down and just decompress.
And for people who don't know what Steve is, can you say one?
Oh, Steve is like, he's the owner of the space. So his fears are legitimate, especially because it wasn't about us. It was whoever threw an event before us did a lot of bad things.
Somebody was gonna get stabbed that night.
Yeah. So
He was talking about how the cops shut it down. He was like, oh,
you know what I mean?
shut it down. We don't want it to happen again. We were like, yo.
We tried everything we could to reassure him that none of that would happen, and guess what? None of it happened. To my knowledge, no one got stabbed.
Listen, yo,
Yeah.
we gotta shout out Dylan, because I swear to God, Dylan literally pulled Steve, like, yo, Steve, I swear to God, like, I do this, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Heat wave was way worse than this. Nothing happened.
I don't know if that helps. I don't know if he should have told us. No, but he shouldn't talk about the thing we did before this was worse.
No.
That's scary.
He was assuring Steve. He was like, Steve, like gassing it up. And then Steve became friends with him. They have each other's numbers.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Like,
He wants me to do venues.
bro, he was like, yo, let's do business.
Yeah.
We're so
Steve
good.
has like 4 of our numbers.
I trust you. I got us.
We-
I got us.
Steve's a good guy, and his fears are legitimate. It's also because, to be fair, his space isn't like a raging kind of space.
It got glass walls.
We weren't
Glass walls.
we weren't really supposed to do that, but we made it work, and nothing bad happened. Except for, you want to say what happened after? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna talk about, like, it's 2 things. When ASAP 12 came, and ASAP 12 wanted to leave, I swear to God, he got in the elevator, half the venue ran in the elevator. And then everybody was scared of Dylan again. Dylan's like, yo, all you people need to get the fuck out right now. And they all got out the elevator, and he went downstairs with 12, got 12 out. And 12, he was downstairs. It was me, him, and 12. 12's like, yo, this is crazy. And we're like,
Second of all, shout out 12 because he didn't have to come to that. He texted me while the event was going on and was like, I'm on my way. And then I just look at all of them and I'm like, well, this is happening now. So Dylan, when he gets here, because also Steve had said we had capacity right when he said that he was coming. So I was like, Dylan, I don't care what this man has said to me. He's coming upstairs with whoever he brought with him. So we had all my LLBB family come upstairs. It was beautiful. And when he leaves and stuff like that later in the night, he texts me. He's just like, bro, like, I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Like, that was crazy. I didn't even know that people get down like that in our city like that at this moment. And I was like, yeah, bro, like, that's the whole point.
That's what I was gonna tell you. Are you guys aware that you guys are making like fucking noise right now?
I swear to
Yeah,
God,
like,
every time somebody says
Yeah.
like that to me,
no clue.
it's like it's nothing. I brush it off. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I have like so many crazy thoughts in my mind. Like, I'm like,
Well,
I ain't done shit till I tell like, Dre.
Yeah. Well, it's different for me. It's different for me because I'm an internet sensation. So I know I'm doing things. So I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But that's why they have me here, because I'm a punk star. And they can learn what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Nah, everybody
You feel me?
has a problem with me in the group chat.
That's not because you say dumb stuff, bro. You say dumb stuff.
Thank you, Danny. Yo,
I know. No, Danny's the worst. Danny's the worst because you hype him up and you make it worse.
let me tell them.
Nah, go
Listen. I don't even say nothing dumb. It's just, look, here's the thing.
He has opinions.
I have opinions that nobody likes, and they don't respect my opinions. They're not dumb. Look, see, opinions are opinions. If you think something, say something. Don't hide it. All right? It's like, no, if you think of something, say it. Say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind. Don't hold back. So it's like I say certain things and they all hate it except for Danny. Except for Danny. No. Whoa. Time out. Mikey and Danny, because like in person and through group chat, whatever, I say stuff, Mikey's like, facts. And Dante's like, yo, fuck you. No. That's wrong. You're dumb. This supposed to be my man's.
Bro, you know how many messages I was getting about the runway?
This supposed to be my man's, right?
Yo, listen, that everybody think about me announcing that I'm doing a runway with Amani. Shout out Amani. And I say I'm doing a runway. And I have all these models that follow me, and then his models that follow him. How many messages do you think I have?
I mean, you responded to my messages earlier today, so it's like you could have responded to that one.
Because I knew you had to be somewhere. I knew you had to be somewhere. So I was making sure you were here.
School. I text in class. Okay?
Oh my God.
We don't need to.
Look.
I'm a straight A student.
I think they can tell you. They know that if I'm on my phone, I'm gonna get to you. When I'm on my phone, I get to you. If I'm not on my phone, it's gonna take a little bit. That's why what my next post said. My next post said, you don't need to tell me that you want to do it. Just click you want to do it.
I did.
I know you did. And that's why you're in contention for being in the runway. That's all I need you to do. So if you want to be in the runway, probably after this comes out, you might not have an opportunity to.
Fashion Week.
Yeah, Fashion Week. You'll be seeing a lot of pretty people. Maybe he'll be one of them. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe.
A lot of people, even just in this room, want to do something involved in that. He said he's not a model though, so we need to tell him that he is. You can rock that runway. He didn't click yes. All right, you are a model. All right, tell him that he's beautiful. Tell him that he's beautiful. Tell him that. He knows you're beautiful. All right, tell him. You're beautiful, man. Tell him. 3 happen to be the pretty friends. Yeah. So. We kind of just make it work. You're beautiful too, Vert. All right, you're beautiful. We're all beautiful. You know, there's some of us here that are really beautiful. That's a skill. You know what I mean?
It's like our parents just
did
their thing.
They did their thing. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to AJ's mom. AJ's dad. Shout out Mikey.
You want to feel better? Tell them about what we're gonna do in the future. Go ahead. Tell about 2020 stuff.
This is where I feel pretty now, huh? Yeah. Wow. Ooh. Wow. You're about to walk on the runway. I don't think you should know about this. You're already pretty enough. This is my time. This is my spotlight, Jesus. But you know, man, January 23rd, 2020, the cycle starts all over again. Wave Rave 2020, my birthday. You know the fucking vibes. I'm gonna just run through the main 4 and I'm gonna just sprinkle in some things that's gonna happen, but we're just gonna drop solo things about that. So next after Wave Rave 2020, July 3rd, 2020, you know the vibes. Heat Wave 2020, about to fucking raise hell all over again. August 14th, Yeezy's birthday too. Can't believe I forgot about that. Yes. He is Heat Wave. August 14th, Rage Against the Greats 2. You know the vibes. I put it there because it's a weekend. It should work perfectly for us. So, and then Rage-O-Ween 2 strikes back October 31st. And then, you know, we got some kid. Hold on, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna sprinkle that shit in. You know, then the little side, little secondary things. You know, maybe some little ventures that some of the other members want to do, aka Young Chad. I'm gonna get there. I see you. I'm gonna get there. I know the events, but May 2020, sometime late May 2020, Kids with Cameras 2 coming at you live and fucking direct. March, we about to have a fucking video game tournament. About to be out here handing out all the work. Tekken, 2K, Smash, all that. Fuck is you talking about? Suck my dick, Joey. And then late June, basketball tournament. That's coming up too. Yes, sir. NeWave basketball tournament coming at y'all fucking head tops. You know the vibes. 2 days. You already know the vibes. You know, I'm about to come out of retirement, drop 50 on niggas. That's pretty much everything else that's happening this year. You know, maybe some little side things, you know, runways, photo shoots, things of that nature. You know, more things like this. 2020, NeWave is taking over, motherfucker, if we already didn't already. More collabs, yes, more collabs.
That was it. That was just cool.
Yeah, that's practically it. More collabs, more life, more vibes, more everything, more open that shit the fuck up, all that.
To add on to that, I guess my personal ventures and stuff like that. There will be an LIUB showcase number 2. Maybe 2 of them in 2020. Who really knows? Yeah, right there. Yeah. Buy your slides. You know what I mean? Different colored straps. Really cute.
I advertise the shows like every other week.
He does. I appreciate that. So that'll be a chance for upcoming artists that we think are really dope to get on probably maybe their first big stage like that, because we do those at venues and stuff like that. And now NeWave doing shows at venues. All right, we'll do some smaller stuff at spaces and whatnot. But 2020 venues. Well, I'm saying if we want to throw a random party, it may be hard to book a venue on short notice. But we're doing venues and stuff like that because there's a lot of you guys. It'd be hard to squeeze 300 people into a room. So we're getting bigger spaces, and that means even more people could come. I got the runway coming with Amani Haywood. That will be during Fashion Week. We'll be having about 10 to 15 models showing all of his original pieces. There will be some stuff for sale as well. And, you know, we could all have a good time, drink Bel Air, and live life together. Yeah, you feel me?
Boys.
I'm working on having either a monthly or a bi-monthly rager. I'm going to keep that a little bit more quiet because I'm still figuring out where I want to do it, all that kind of stuff. But you can expect from me, and all of them will be there as well because they love to have a good time, to every month or at least every other month, you know exactly where you could be to have this kind of fun in addition to these other shows. We got a lot going on, and there will be other stuff because we have a lot of extended family. Obviously, a lot of people that aren't here right now. We love everybody like at Auto Magazine, for example. They're great people. Shout out Tiff. And we plan on doing stuff with their members and things they want to do and stuff like that. There's a lot of creative people in this city. And we're very willing to, in the same way they're very willing to work with me, they're very willing to work with other people that align with what they want to do and are good people. And I think to kind of cap all of this off, I think each of us could say something that we want for next year, not like a show or whatever, like something more philosophical or a deep message, if you want to put it like that we want, whether it's for ourselves, for this group, for the world, just whatever comes to your mind, and kind of give people something that we hope for in the next year and starting the next decade and stuff like that. So we can start, if we started that way last time, we'll start that way again.
Just to know exactly what I'm about to say, I've said this fucking quote so many times, I'm about to get this shit tatted on me when I get the chance. I said that this year is going to set up the next 10 years for us, and it already fucking did. That's all I got to say about that.
That was mad straight. I guess, man, like, I just want people just to keep fucking with us and understanding us as artists, as people, just as humans, bro. Like, we're just trying to give a message out to everybody, no matter what you're doing. You feel me? And I guess that's it. Yeah, like, it's more of a feeling. You feel me? Like, just feel us, we feel you type shit. Feel me? So, like, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunities, and just to let y'all know, everybody who loves us, we love all y'all back. Thank you for supporting us throughout the year, and just be on the lookout for everything coming for next year. It's going to be a movie, and I wouldn't miss it if I was you. It's going to be great.
I'm just grateful to know everyone here, even if I didn't join the collective. It's just like, it's nice having this community, this family. It's like, I didn't know anyone here before June, and it's December now. look where we are.
I'll go last.
Oh, you go last? Alright. I just want to say, like, nothing at all goes according to plan ever. Like, I did not think I would be here sitting with all of you like I am right now. I was literally just by myself doing my school thing. And then one day, I was just doing me. They gave me the opportunity, and now I'm here. So, nothing goes according to plan. Keep doing you. There's a thing for everybody out there. If you feel left out, I promise you, you're not left out. I'm done. Yeah.
Before I say what I want to say, I just make really quick shout-outs. Shout out 12E for throwing that pop-up in the summer. I probably never would have met these guys. I don't know where I would have been if that event didn't take place. The universe probably would have threw me somewhere else. And shout out NeWave, of course, for recruiting me. And shout out Save the Kids magazine for doing this interview. I just want to say real quick that no matter like where you are in life, how old you are, whatever the case is, if you really want to do something, there's always the right people for it. There's always the right place to be. The best advice I could give is just to be present. You know, you don't always have to be doing something. As long as you're there, the universe will throw those people into the loop with you. They'll find you. You'll get to where you want to be in life.
I just want to say thank you for all of you guys for giving me a creative outlet that I definitely needed, mentally and spiritually. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
I'm proud of every single one of y'all. And we're going to keep on doing this. We're going to keep on spreading the love to everybody, you know what I mean? Like, everyone needs that. And there's a lot of shit going on in the world that kind of, you know, can traumatize us to the point where it's like, all right, like, this shit got to be on hold. Like, I'm going down. I'm staying depressed, you know what I mean? But I love y'all, you know what I mean? So,
This kind of builds on something that Danny said a couple times. This summer and this year has completely changed everything for me. That extends to everything I've done with them, things I've done personally, all that kind of stuff. And when I think about where I was at the beginning of the year and where I am now, it's like night and day. And it's like really relatable things. Like, I think the best part about it is that we're just human beings. Like, I tell people all the time, like, what I'm doing, anybody could do it. It's just like I strive to do it well and to keep doing it. And the things that we've struggled with and we've dealt with and stuff like that, it's not like superhero things. It's regular human being stuff. You know, at the beginning of the year, like, we had to, all these tough choices we had to make, getting myself out of a relationship that wasn't providing me with any kind of positivity, to then rethink everything about myself and what I want to do, meeting people that helped me get out of a really bad place, to then be ready to start this journey and really kick it into high gear and stuff like that. And if anybody out there feels like they're feeling any kinds of those emotions, whether it's from any kind of loss, from feeling like writer's block or creative block or anything like that, feeling just lost, there's definitely people out there that can help you direct yourself in the way you want to go. Because there's things that I do that can have nothing to do with anybody in this room, and they're all, at the very least, completely happy and completely supportive, and what friends should be like and what people that are in your life should be like. Because sometimes we have people in our lives that we really think are the people that we should have around us, and it's not the case. And this year, I completely reworked not only my business group, but my personal friends group and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm entering this new decade with people that I will have at the end of the decade. And that's what you want. You don't want people that you feel like are going to be gone in 20 minutes or even in 2 years. You want people that you feel like are going to be there for the rest of your life. And sometimes you could be wrong, and it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to take those risks and maybe be with somebody that you didn't think that you may have some reservations about, take risks. Take on friends that other people may not be friends with. And for whatever that reason may be, but you want to be friends with that person, be friends with that person. If it doesn't work out in the end, that's how life is. And all of us here just really just try to live life and make sure what we're doing is the things that we want to be doing. We're not doing things for no reason. We're doing things very meticulously. And I know for me personally, I'm doing things to show people that are whoever's coming up behind me, whoever's 15, 16, 17, 18, and wants to do the same things, I'm trying to give them what someone like ASAP Yams gave me. And that's a way to do things properly. And when all this other crazy shit is going on, to have your plan and run your course. And I guess with that being said, we could have a moment to say rest in peace to everybody that we've lost. Rest in peace, Capital Steez. Rest in peace, ASAP Yams. Rest in peace, Fredo. Rest in peace, Lil Peep. Rest in peace, XXX. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Rest in peace, everybody that we've lost personally, because we get so wrapped up in talking about these losses we all feel together, and we all have our own individual losses. And we've lost a lot of people, especially in a kind of short period of time, that I could never, if I wanted to mention everyone we've lost in this community, I'll be here for another 20 minutes. And that really sucks. But we have those people with us still. And we're taking them forward, and they will be with us for as long as we're doing what we're doing in this world, in this creative space. When you see me, you know I have, even if it's just a Lil Peep sweatshirt, or you see my Yams tattoo or my Steez tattoo or anything like that. And then people that aren't passed away, like I have my Bones and Xavier Wolf tattoo and stuff like that. And it could be anything. There's ways we express the people that we love constantly. We make sure those people are with us even when they're not with us. And that really, like, when we have all of this good energy around us, I don't really see how we can't be successful. And that's why we've been successful. It's really, at a certain point, it's bigger than us. And that's what I want people to get out of it, and know that when you're walking with this good kind of purpose with you, shit's just going to work out. So I think, unless anybody else has anything they want to say, of course.
Yeah. Like, we're talking about success, but success is really subjective. Like us, like, we're literally just doing what we like. Like, I don't know, anybody here, like, we all want to be rich and famous and stuff, but it's like, we're not, you see, when you said, do we know how big we are? Like, I don't know if you guys knew. I had no clue. Absolutely no clue until you said that, like, 20 minutes ago. I had absolutely no clue. We just do us. We legit do us. We do what makes us happy. And that's how we get here. It's all about what you think. I think I'm successful. I think we're successful. We just be chilling. We're doing us.
All right, shout out everyone in this room, all these people over there. Exactly. Shout out.
Yes, sir.
All right. Shout out every girl in his DMs. Shout out every girl in his DMs. Shout out every girl in his DMs. Shout out every girl in my DMs. Shout out girls that are in our DMs simultaneously. You feel me? Because that be happening a lot. You think we don't know, but we do. And yo, shout out this whole team. Oh, we doing so much. We're doing so much out here. It's beautiful. You love to see it. Yeah, you can hear everything. If you want to scream like NeWave and anything like that. You want to scream NeWave?
Yo, big NeWave shit. What you talking about? NeWave shit, baby.
Shout out Luke. Shout out Yeez. Shout out Ty Prada. Shout out Chad. Shout out everybody. You feel me? Yeah, that's it.
It's a wrap.